wrapped up in my sleeping bag, looking out the window at Aaron's house as the sun is beginning to creep over the horizon. And the trees are silhouetted black against the emerging blue sky with the fading stars up in the sky. And I think to myself how much I hate Aaron because he's got it fucking made with this fantastic house of his, this nice little piece of property tucked away out in the backwoods of South Dakota. God, I fucking hate him. I hope he dies. I hope he dies of syphilis. You piece of shit.
So, one of the greatest aggravating lie, falsehood, misinformation, depending on who's saying it, whether they know they're lying or not. But I think it's misinformation because it is so universally and consistently and thoroughly promoted through not just the mainstream media, but alternatives and this and that. And at best, it's a falsehood. At best, it's not a fact. It's not a lie because someone has said, but this idea that women are beating men in higher education. And what I can't understand is it has view higher education for really what it is in the vast majority of instances, and that is financial cancer. It is a financial train wreck. It is a financial disease. It is the single worst thing that has happened to the past 3 generations of young people. And I can't think of anything more financially destructive than higher education in terms of the carnage, the elimination of higher standard, the elimination of the possibility of higher standards of living, because at a critically early junction in people's lives, it financially cripples you. You waste 4, sometimes 6 to 8 years of your youth at a critical point in time on absolutely worthless horseshit. You go 50, 100, sometimes if you go to law school, $200,000 in debt for a worthless college degree. And how long now? Are we coming up on year 5, 6, 7, 8? It's been at least 5 years. Have we heard the constant whining for a student loan bailout? And despite all this, the media and everyone else, it's even in the context of, God, we got to help out men. They're falling behind. Did you know? Fucking Quantahaha Karen come up. Did you know 60% of college students are women now? Did you know that? Fucking Beaker. Beaker with lip. Men are falling behind. If you are so stupid and so dense so as not to realize college is actually, like I said, financial cancer in most instances. Yeah, if you're using a 1955's metric of education, sure, a college degree would mean men are falling behind. But since college has proven what, 20 years, 25, quarter century we're coming up on now, the college is generally a bad choice. It ruins your life financially. And you're still using it as a metric to success? Oh my goodness, men are falling behind. Women they're just dominant. They're just so smart and intelligent. No, you're obedient. You're brainwashable. And you are fucking listen to me. Listen to me. This is not an opinion. You are fucking stupid going to college now for the vast majority of instances. If you're not going for STEM or accounting or something worthwhile, you are a fucking moron. You are still, we just did a video not too long ago. Research came out, showed that the average IQ of a college student went from 119, I think, in the 1930s to 102 now, which is average. 100 is average. And I don't know if you all got the reverse horse blinders on or what. Well, studies show if you have a college degree, you do a lot better. What data are we pulling from? Fucking baby boomer gray pube data from the 60s? Is this come on, baby, light my fire data? Shows you how fucking stupid Americans are, but especially the media. Especially the media, which I know you guys would say, well, they're invested, they have a political agenda. Okay, fine. But they actually believe it. You look at them like, oh my God. Did you know? Like, really want to be Walter Cronkite? Really? You're shocked about this? We've had data now. Does the student loan debt crisis thing, does that indicate, can you guys learn from that? And you all think I'm here trying to rag on women and trying to get women like, oh, you just hate women. I am trying to prevent them from making the same mistakes 3 generations before them made and ruin and cripple their financial lives. How, man, the emperor not only has no clothes, the emperor has walked out naked for a quarter century, done flips with his junk, flinging all around upside down, taking his junk, rubbed it in your face, and you're like, nope, emperor still has clothes on. I need a master's degree. Any degree is a good degree. Literally 2 years later, I can't find a job. I was lied to. Any degree is a good degree. And this backwards looking, work for the baby boom. The baby boomers are 3 generations old now. The economy is not the same as 1962. We have been fully aware, many thanks to me. Link below my book written in 2011. 13 years ago, it was written. Warning you dumb fuck kids about worthless degrees. And here we are. Oh, men are falling behind. Men are smarter in this instance than women. Actually, if you look at intelligence, I could say that men and women have the exact same average intelligence. Men a little like 1 or 2 IQ points, but neither here nor there, the same intelligence. In this instance, men are making wiser decisions. Let's put it that way. Much wiser decisions. Because if you approach higher education like I do, as a view from the financial cancer theory, it's no different than avoiding any kind of disease or drug. You, swap out college degree and put in heroin. Okay? See the point I'm trying to make here? When 60% of women are doing hair, 60% of heroin users are women. Only 40% of men are. That's horrible for women. It's also horrible for the 40% of men. Men are ahead of the curve on this one, not going to college. There is also evidence and data that men and women are getting glacially smarter when it comes, glacially, molassesly smarter when it comes to degree choice. They are leaving the liberal arts and the social sciences and ever so slowly trickling into STEM and all that. But God almighty, if we were to extrapolate those numbers in the future, it would be like 2115 by the time majority of American kids got their heads out of their asses. The country can't last that long having so much of our young people miseducated, literally trillions of dollars pissed away on worthless fucking jokes of degrees. Could have paid off our national debt with the amount of money we've pissed away on stupid fucking, literally we could have. But if you view it from the point that college is, here's a word for you leftists, toxic. It's bad for you. It'll financially cripple you. Men are way ahead. They've been ahead for a while now because they actually listen to people like me online, for better or worse. But in this one thing, and say, man, college is not worth it. I know, maybe they just opened their fucking eyes and saw what happened to either their dad's generation or their older siblings. Said, I'm not getting a degree in journalism. How much? Fuck that. And just like living at home and not having a job, fine. Pick on the NEETs or the NILFs all you want. Non-labor force. Not what you think I said. Non-labor force. Fine. Pick on them. At least being unemployed or underemployed at 21 and living at home is better than having $70,000 in debt for a worthless degree. Listen to me, not an opinion, the young man, the NEET, the unemployed guy, whatever, who never went to college and has no debt, but has no driver license, has no car, has no skill, he is better off than the girl who has her master's degree in horse petting horse shit, whether it's the liberal arts or the social sciences. He is way because she's got student loan debt. He's richer and wealthier. The person who did nothing, the person who didn't do the heroin is better off than the one who did. And now, inside higher education, which I don't know, it shocks me how fucking dense you Americans are. To get it through your head, like, it takes forever for you guys to get your head out of your asses. July 1st, 2024, like now. How long has this higher education bubble been going on? Hey, wait a second. How many more generations are we going to have of young people just fucking destroy their lives financially? How concerning is underemployment of college graduates? Very concerning. That's been the whole fucking point the past 2 decades. My question is, are we going to continue to have cognitive dissonance amongst the college-going public or the pro-college public? You gotta go to college. Women are so advanced compared to, they're so much further off than men. I mean, these men are barely verbal. I don't think they can even wipe their ass. And then 2 years later, we need a student loan bailout. All you tradesmen who worked hard and didn't go to work more to bail us out. Are you going to still have the cognitive dissonance? Are we waking up? Are we going to actually make decisions now? Are we going to help out our children and our daughters and our sons? Or are we going to still do the same old, hey, kids, oh, I hate the boomers. And why are you giving your kids the exact same fucking advice? More than half of bachelor degrees holders are underemployed after a year of graduation, and roughly 4 in 10 are still underemployed a decade later. How worrying are those rates, and what can colleges and universities do to decrease them? You can shut down literally shut down. Stop offering worthless degrees. A recent episode of The Key, Inside Higher Ed's News and Analysis podcast, explored those questions that examined talent disrupted. You had no talent. If you go to the liberal arts, okay, 85% of you going to college, you have no talent. You should have business degrees, worthless. Liberal arts degrees, worthless. Social science degrees, worthless. You all wasted your time. There was no talent there, and you sure the fuck didn't learn any talent. A report released this spring by Strata Education Foundation and the Burning Glass Institute. Holy shit. I also want to see, when President Cappy's around, there ain't going to be no more institutes or NGO type. I mean, you can set them up all you want. You ain't going to get no government money. That adds important nuance to the larger discussion about post-college outcomes for graduates. Oh, good. Glad he did it now. I'm glad institutions designed to analyze higher education came out with this report now. How many other, do you want 3 more generations of kids to just be fucked in the ass, financially How many more heroin addicts would you like? Joining the discussion were Carlos Salerno, Managing Director of the Burning Glass Institute and author of the aforementioned report, and Gary Daines, founder and principal of Back Porch Consulting and a former professor and senior administrator at several private nonprofit colleges. It's an interview. By the way, Legion of Men covered this, and I'll help promote him because he was also on the list from higher education, where you're all saying, "Oh, the male supremacy index." You want to see just a group of truly worthless people. Go look up the people who did that study at the Peril, Arizona State University, of course, Middlebury. Can you give an audience a higher level overview of talent disrupted? Salerno, we're trying to build on a report from 2017 on underemployment. Oh, that's dated. This notion that some folk go to college and then work in areas where they don't end up needing the degree they earned. We wanted to take advantage of better data and more rigorous methodology and really try to understand to what extent underemployment is a thing and where it is happening the most and what kind of levers institutions have at their disposal to buttress against it. Shut down the worthless programs. Have a dictatorial president like President Cappy come in and visit with some federally armed agents or some armed federal agents to all major employers saying, hey, I don't want to see those college degree requirements unless they're absolutely necessary. There you go. Problem solved. Well, I have a ballad written about me. President Cappy. He's the man who came in and gave everyone jobs. President Cappy. He's the guy who gutted HR. No more HR. No more HR. No more HR. No DEI either. Do we have better data now to start really answering important questions like these? Oh my God, the amount of analysis you worthless academic hacks have to go through. You have any more research? We definitely have better data than we had a dozen years ago. And there's a general culture now where we really want to measure as much as we can and drill down to get nuanced here. We could talk more granularly about things like where people went to school and the background characteristic of those individuals and programs that certain institutions may offer and figure out if those things are drivers of underemployment. Anything but saying, hey, yeah, my profession, my degree that I teach, it's worthless. I'm going to stop doing it now. Not only am I a worthless professor, but I've actually been directly responsible for financially crippling some students in this country. Gary, you published a LinkedIn post a few days after the report came out about the NASA's burning glass. Can you tell us what you wrote and how to approach this underemployment topic? Half of college graduates are working high school level jobs. I thought I work in higher ed. I had better read that report. And I would encourage everybody to read it. It's a super rich report. This report in colleges and universities tend to talk past each other when they're talking about employment outcomes. A lot of small colleges, which is where I try to tend to work, use the National Association of College and Employers First Destination Survey to measure graduate employment. That doesn't ask questions at nearly the level of sophistication this report does about the alignment between degree and line of work of sector in which we ask 6 months out, are you employed full-time or in graduate school? Graduate school? That's like picking up heroin and then picking up meth on top of it. It's not work. So the numbers are even worse than this. I'm not going to read through the rest of this. It took me 2 weeks to write Worthless. 2 weeks. 13 fucking years ago. It is common sense. It is very simple. It is not the emperor has no clothes anymore. The emperor is running his ball sack and you're getting teabagged by the emperor. And all you people, the emperor still got clothes on, fucking sweaty, pube falling off ball sack all over your face. Emperor's got clothes, fully clothed. I don't give a shit. I have no investment in the future of this country. I got no kids. I'm contemptuous of the people and the culture of this nation. You're fucking stupid. You're fucking spoiled. You're fucking brainwashed. I don't care. I am just fascinated with how fucking slow and how far up everyone's head is in their ass in this country when it comes to higher education. How much longer is this horseshit going to go on? And please, I guess maybe what I want, I don't want to hear anymore about how women are beating men in higher education. I don't want to hear it. Or at least I'll make my statement on the vast ocean of the internet to say women are losing to men to higher education because men are smart enough not to waste their time on this money losing proposition. And women will be financially worse off down the road. I don't know what it is with you girls. Maybe you're all brainwashed in K through 12, and parents and teachers are still boomerific. They're not raising their kids right. Like, oh my God, you graduated with a degree. You're so brave and amazing. When it's like, no, that is horrible. That's going to destroy your life. I don't know if you're so brainwashed you don't know. You actually think a college degree, any degree matters. But for the love of God, you young ladies and you young boys, no one can afford to be going to college for worthless fucking degrees anymore. And I don't care how sweet sounding or sweet feeling that lie is. Well, you can major in something fun and easy, and then you'll get the jobby poo. No, you don't. You waste your time and you go into debt. And then you are poor. God Almighty, probably in many instances for the rest of your life, or at least financially impaired. Knock it off. There's nothing wrong with going and becoming a tradesman. There's nothing wrong. I got a course on accounting. Accounting careers. Not it doesn't teach you accounting. It's about evaluating. Is an accounting career for me. It's called the world's greatest accounting career. Look it up. It's on Teachable. You got to search Teachable. Aaron Cleary, world's greatest accounting career. Search around, you'll find it. You can you could maybe get married to be a stay-at-home mom. I know. Whoa. Okay, fine. You're right. I'm sorry. Go be a miserable feminist, pain in the ass, lifeless, angry girl boss. I don't care. Go do the girl boss. I don't care. But wherever you go, can you just not major in dumb shit? Wherever you're going, it's going to be a lot easier if you don't have $50,000 of student loan for a worthless piece of shit degree. Link below. I'll link to the course below on accounting. If you guys are looking for something that's viable, doesn't take a lot of college education, sometimes none at all, depending which route you want to go, has great prospects of becoming self-employed and remote employment because everything's online now with accounting. I'll link to that below. But also link below is the book I wrote 13 fucking years ago called Worthless, The Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major. And I don't know, any of you Gen X millennial parents, I mean, your kids are kind of coming up on that college choice thing. Do you mind? Would you mind? Professor Kelp, would you mind actually loving your children for a change and helping them make good future financial decisions? Being the most important first one, not majoring in dumb shit? Well, here comes and then the worthless millennials and Gen X parents today. Well, they've got to back rationalize their worthless degree because it's the only thing they accomplished. Well, you see, it made me a well-rounded person. You know, not everything's about money, even though I took all my money and then some, and I have no money, and all I do is bitch about money. It's not always about the money. Capitalist pig. I need more money. ET, $5. Hey, Cap, recommendations for dental and vision insurance? I just pay cash. Just pay cash, ET. Just go without and pay the visits cash, try and find a plan, fix it. Yeah, no, don't. If you're single, just pay cash, man. You didn't get out. $50, $10. I'm in Horror Brother. Dropped $9K for one semester for his daughter. Sure, his ex had something to do with the kid's college choice who accumulated $100,000 in student debt during the 1990s. That's $225,000 today. Girl boss. Do the girl boss. Bail me out. Need money. I'm a girl boss. Theme Wong, 100 Thai baht. Back in my public school day in Thailand, my teacher was often said out loud about how smart girls is to mocking boys and men. Yeah. No, they're not. No. Education does not mean smart. I cannot emphasize that enough. I can't. Education, it doesn't mean you're dumb either. What education measures is how obedient you are, how brainwashable you are, how not independent minded you are. So I guarantee you're going to see, it's already happening, but you will see IQs of college graduates. Well, they'll go down, but they're going to bunch up all around 100, 105. You're all obedient. You're not intelligent. Not at all. Engineers, sure. Physicists, sure. Economists, interestingly enough, some of the higher IQs when it comes to college degree. The rest of you going for your bullshit business degree, average and talentless. Average and talentless. I just want you to be average and that's fine. Be average and talentless. I'm trying to prevent you from being average, talentless, and $100,000 in debt. Jeremy Rivera, $5. Hard for me to feel like I'm losing to people who are almost six figures in debt with a trash degree while I have no debt and a decent emergency fund. You're not. You're not losing. See, this is Jeremy. This is why they go into spending debt and money and all that other shit to make it look like they're still winning. Price Man 141, $5. Hi, Cappy. Off topic question. Have you ever been to You Dig Fossils in southwestern Utah? Would you? No, I didn't even know such a thing existed. Oh, that sounds Southwest Utah. That's kind of where Vegas is. No, but I'm going to check it out this winter. Hell yeah. Thanks for the info. Dre, $2. Not everyone has a PhD in power walking like you, Cappy. Hat and Clogs, $2. I was educated by the public system. Love and peace. So was I. Nonstop Dre, $2. Are you saying you like hearing men be? No, I do not. No. I want the best to win, period. I am for meritocracy. I want the best to win, period. And we're all going to fucking starve and die as a nation if we don't get back to that. At Clogs, let's give a shout out to your state, to our state mothers, UWU. Yes, the state shall raise the children. They'll do a better job than any of the parents are doing today. Hazel Rod, $2. Well-rounded, not obese. Oh, yeah. Dre, $2. The Carlson School. Cappy owes the success to us. They will see me in person. They will not like it. If I see them ever using my name to promote their shit. The Logical Mail, $5. Cappy, curious question. When was the student loans was issued last time I checked? You need a scholarship to be accepted, aka merit. You apply for FAFSA, which is a application for taxpayer financed loans. And that determines your financing package. I don't think you need you don't need a scholarship to apply for college or financing. Theme, 40 bot. Is Vermont the best low crime leftist state? Maybe. Minnesota may be the lowest as long as you stay out of the city. Vermont might be. All right, Generation Paul, no more super chats. I got an appointment. $5. Bachelor's degree in university studies is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, even by worthless degree standards. Yeah, if you watch that New York University Gallatin graduating class where the girl's like, yeah, yes, Quang, yes. Your IQ starts to drop when you hear them. They're all like their degrees are. You're like, how are you proud of this? And you realize they're mentally ill. It's kind of like a flex, like, haha, we're going into debt and we majored in these stupid things on purpose. It's like, okay, you literally injected yourself with cancer. I don't know. Okay, fine. Have fun with that. All right, that's it. Worthless. Young person's indispensable guide to choosing the right major. We'll see you guys later. Oh, and the world's greatest accounting career. Look that up on Teachable. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.